louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing my second jar lid right now for my jar creation. And hopefully my hands are fairly clean. This is a jar I'm going to be creating on, this lid. And that's from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to get started here. So this is Glidden's 6011N, which is going to be my pillow. Put just enough to cover that little recess in there. This is going to spread real easily. Yeah, so that's, here we go. So my colors. So this is a beautiful color combination. This is a combination of Arteza's Pearl Sky Blue with Golden's Phthalo Green Blue shade, which is very dark. And then I lightened it up with some pearl, iridescent pearl, and also some Golden's Titanium White. And these colors just played perfectly together. I didn't have to make any adjustments at all. This is my gold combination. It's 24 karat gold with my Golden's iridescent gold. So, and if you've been watching me at all, you know I love this combination. I like the bling of the 24 karat extreme sheen gold. And I like the softness and the prettiness of the Golden's iridescent gold. This is Benevolence from TLP. This was the color that was used for the auction and collaboration for the Hurricane Helene relief from Direct Relief Fund. And yeah, this color is just spectacular. Yep. And this is just the straight color Benevolence. And I hope you ordered some because you're going to want some because it was a limited edition. This is the Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray by Arteza and Golden. And I love the way these two play together. These two, the Golden brings a beautiful blue gray. And the Arteza brings just a beautiful gray. And it just, to me, the way the paints work together and the colors, just love it. Love it. All right. Now, the last time I blew this out, I kind of got in a rut. And I blew it out like I got stuck, and I ended up blowing it just out like Shelly art, which is typically not my way. And I'm going to try to blow it out the way I typically blow it out, which is blow straight down in and then blow out, 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 out. This is Australian. This is like over 3 months old. I'm using it up. This is, I have a great American Floetrol Selector recipe 141. If you want to see it, I will link it above. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to get right blowing it out. Here we go. I'm going to make sure to put less down than I've been. And here we go. That's enough. Oxide black. All right, here we go. And as usual, I'm sorry my head's in the way, but this is so small, there's no way to get a better camera angle on it. But I'm blowing straight down into that cell activator. And I have a really good video about how to do the blowout that might be helpful if you're having trouble with blowing out with your lungs. It's video 419. I'll link it above. And it tells you about speed, about angle, and all kinds of tips in there about the blowout. And jars are especially tricky because they are so small. It's hard to actually blow a little bit instead of a normal blowout. Boy, this is hard to blow out because it's so little. So a little extra blowing into the cell activator to get it to open up a little bit. This is older cell activator, so it's not quite as responsive, but still works once it's coaxed. Okay, I like this one way better than the last one. Give it a spin. Actually, let's hold up a second here. I want to get that off. If I can. Let's head it that direction. So in these creations, if I had to prioritize importance, I'd say the recipe is probably the most important, making sure you have the right consistencies as well, and then also the process and how you blow it out. These jars are much easier to work with than the ones that have the hourglass shape of the glass ones, because this is a straight blow down, a straight pour. And I don't have to get in any nooks and crannies. I just have to make sure it gets to the bottom here. So if you're just starting out with jars, I suggest doing one of these styles, and I'll go up close and personal here in a few moments. Just fill in a little color there. And I think the rest is covered. Yeah, I like this one way better. Yeah, I don't know. The other one just didn't blow out right. I might redo the other one. I need to get that to come down over that lip. There we go. Oh, you too. There we go. You too. Just want to pull it down. One more spin maybe. So what I was doing there was just grabbing a little bit of the paint on my finger and then pulling it down to stretch it out over the lip of the jar. I don't want it to go that one. I want it to go over this way. But this one, yeah, this one's way better. Yeah, the way you blow it out makes a difference. By the way, if you want to see a good video on blowouts, look at 419. I'll link it above. It talks all about the blow. And this is a perfect example. The other one I blew out just didn't come out the same because I blew it just kind of blasting it. This is, to me, a much better bloom. All right, I think we're going to call this done. Very pretty. Okay, let's pick this guy up. Here she is. So I just wanted you to note how I picked that up. I'll be referencing it in a second with the tape off. I'm going to take a brief interlude here to show you about taping off jar lids. So I've got a couple examples here. What I have and what I'm working on today is a jar lid that has this little lip on it. So what I've done with that one is, and I'm doing this video after the fact because people have asked me about taping off jars. What I go for with a jar lid like this, I just put my tape right on the lip because I find the lip is a very good delineation place from the jar to the resin. So once I take the tape off after all is said and done, it comes off really nice right on that lip there. And then what you end up with is an open lip that's silver. And that's what it looks like in the end. So that's what that one looks like. So here's another one that I've taped off. And another little tip is somebody suggested, and I kind of figured this out too, if you cut your tape when you're folding it over, it makes it fold much nicer than, for example, this one that's all crinkle cut. This one here is all nice and smooth because that cut in the tape makes it easier to fold, and you get a nice clean fold that way. And there's a couple benefits here also. The tape. I have the tape like it is. First of all, I've got it taped on the inside and covered on the inside so that when I'm handling it, I don't have a risk of putting any kind of paint on the inside because once you take the tape off, it's all clean in there. But when you're taking it off the spinner, you're not handling the jar lid itself to get it where you got to go. So you take it off the spinner with the tape that's got paint on it at this point, and then you put it down to dry like that. It's that simple. So that's why it's important to have this tape. Now these are things I just discovered by myself that I'm giving to you for free here. So enjoy the free tips here because it took me a while to figure out how to do this. Now on one like this, and somebody was asking me about how do you tape something like this off that has no lip, there's no hourglass shape, there's nothing to this. Well, what I do for something like this is I just go to the inside and I just tape the inside. I just have the tape go around on the inside and I leave the bottom open and I tape the inside and I cover the inside like normal. And this is what it looks like when you get done. So it's all nice and smooth right up to the bottom. And then the inside, you can see where the bottom is still the plastic that's there. And then the bottom is, well, but yeah, the bottom's clean, but this is beautiful. It's beautiful. And this will last because I also often, I don't know if I did it on this, I think I did. I'll varnish between where the resin and the paint pour meet, whatever it is that it's connected to. I'll varnish it, and that acts as like a seal. So it keeps it pretty stable. So yeah, I have had no problems with these. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you how I do this so that you can do it for yourself at home. Okay, back to the video. So everyone, that's a wrap. Here's the one that I didn't show you, and this is the one that we did do together. Here are the final resin results, and I'm really happy with the final results here. And once again, everybody, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're new and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest tutorials. Also, leave a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Plus comments. I do get back to everybody. And if you ask for something in particular, I'll try to work with you on that in a video that's upcoming. So at the end, I will link my jar lid playlist so you can see other color combinations and other creations with different styles. And please look over my other creations because I do have tips in many different videos. Plus check my description out. I have information in there as well. Also, check out my discount for KS resin. I do have a 10% discount in the description if you want to check that out. It's an easy way to give me a little support. You get 10% off and I get 5% back on future orders. So that's all for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.